one more thing we probably wanted to talk about, and is the really bad exchange prices on devices, be it online or offline. And this conversation started out when I went to exchange my Apple Watch for the new one, the Apple Watch Series 10. So I went to the Apple store, and this Apple Watch does have a bit of scratches. If you see, it is
barely
pretty,
anything.
it is pretty significant. Not gonna lie, but it's
Yeah,
not.
I can show you.
It's
See,
not
if you
that
guys
bad
see,
as
there
well.
is absolutely no cracks. Like
It's just like deep
there's like
scratches.
one scratch here, and maybe one scratch here, and maybe like a little discoloration here towards the end. But the watch is practically a new watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1 year in June. So
And check out the video we made of it. But yeah.
yeah, that is there. But yeah, I went to.
It's actually like if you see the sides and all, it's well maintained. So I don't.
It's just a bit of scuffs here and there, which
It's
led
a
to
50,000 rupee watch that
So
was bought last year.
Yeah, so coming to the exchange price, I was expecting at least 15 to 20k. Considering that when I exchanged my SE, I had bought it for how much, 30k, and I got 10k for it. 10 or 15k. 15k for it. So I was expecting at least 20k for this
Considering
watch.
this is the more expensive.
Considering it's more expensive, but when it got a couple of scratches, I knew the exchange
resale
price
value
is gonna drop, but I was still expecting around 15k. But when I went to the Apple store, whatever they do their thing, they send it to someone back end and they ask for the price, and he says he'll give only 8 to 9k, and if I have the box, he can give me up to 12k for the watch. So honestly, I was fine with it, but Gautam got damn pissed. He's like,
I was really upset.
This watch barely has any scratches. It's working fine. Why?
Even now, I think it barely has any scratches. And this is a 50,000 rupees watch. How does it lose 50% of its value if it's still 90% of exactly what it was like a year back? It's not like the demand for the watch decreased in any way, shape, or form. The battery life is like at 97% health,
96,
which is crazy. So I was just like, I was actually angry that they even suggested to give that less.
Okay, that was the Apple store. Then I thought we just walked into Chroma, and then I thought I'll just ask him the price, and he quotes 5k.
5,000
5,000 rupees for this watch. I was like, okay, we're good. I'd rather get 12k from there, but that is also less. But if you go on places like Facebook Marketplace, or even people trying to sell on Reddit, I was
you can easily sell it for about 20 to 25k.
Yeah, that is easy. I saw one guy on the r/Mangalore subreddit. He was selling his Apple Watch Series 6. It had way more scratches than mine. It was a whole lot of scratches on the display, like way worse than mine. But still, he was asking for around 9 or 10k, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know what these guys offline and online. It's even worse. You go to Flipkart, you put the latest iPhone 15.
And I don't know where these used devices they buy ends up actually.
Yeah, that's another question. But even online, you go to Flipkart or Amazon, or even you go to Samsung's own website. One of the guys tweeted, you go to Samsung's own website, you want to buy a brand new S25, you want to exchange your S24. Guess how much you get? Around 20k. The same thing, you put an Apple iPhone 15, you get 30 or 35k.
Both launched on the same.
And the thing is, it's on the goddamn Samsung website. Samsung isn't
Samsung values their own products lower than.
Samsung isn't prioritizing their own older flagships for exchange. What the hell is going on with exchange right now?
And I think you're better off either passing it down to like a family member that actually needs it, or like selling it away if you can sell it.
The problem in India
or just use it till it stops working.
The problem in India is selling it is also hard. OLX is filled with scammers. Facebook Marketplace.
That is okay, but you still can't take the risk, to be fair. Not everyone has the time to like go behind this whole thing of selling.
And honestly, the second-hand market in India for technology devices is
extremely
abysmal. You go to the West, you see the culture of eBay they have there. eBay, Facebook Marketplace. The amount of videos Linus Tech Tips makes of buying cheap products from eBay or Facebook Marketplace. They have a whole series called Scrapyard Wars where they build budget computers from buying it from places like Facebook Marketplace and things like that. But here in India we don't have anything like that, and it's pretty sad to see. And I don't know what can be done about this. It's just the Indian mindset and the whole thing. Any website you try to do, scammers are gonna end up there anyhow, and
Yeah,
it's just sad. I mean,
but I would say, like, if you are in a similar this thing with any of your devices, just find another use for it or sell it off, like on Facebook Marketplace, or like find someone in maybe your locality or someone in your apartment, someone who might need it and someone who values it more.
yeah, there. I think the
Then-
thing is, a lot of people are now starting to sell their things on WhatsApp and
Yeah,
Telegram and things like that, and you can get a better deal there. There's this account on X called Trolling is an Art, and he used to. Initially, he used to just buy and sell phones for himself, and he used to just put out a tweet that these phones are for sale, and people used to buy it a lot. So what he did, he just started a company out of it, and it's called TIA channel. There's a WhatsApp channel, and then people continuously post their um, phones, and you can buy it from him. And the process is also really easy, so you can check out for alternatives like that. Cashify is obviously the biggest scam ever possible.
Cashify also undervalues your product by too much. Sometimes it's fair, yes, but
The thing with all of these exchange things is
it's like they're doing you a favor.
that's not the point. You, or even on Flipkart and Amazon, if you apply for exchange on the website, they'll quote you a really high amount. Say my phone,
And subject to change or something.
yeah,
like
subject
that.
to quality inspection or whatever. So the guy who comes for the exchange, he'll evaluate the phone like so seriously, as if it should be in a brand new condition. It's not. I mean, you've used the phone for 1 or 2 years. There are gonna be some scratches here and there. You can't expect the phone to be in mint condition, and then he'll point this scratch out to you, which you can't even see. It's gonna be the
Yeah, one of
smallest
my
of
friends.
smallest of scratch possible, and then they're going to say no, the exchange price, which was 10k, will drop down to 5k.
Yeah, one of my friends who
how does
had
that
a
make
phone
sense?
and he gave it like for return. He's like, you have changed the display. Even the display was original. So
They just try to find excuses to reduce the price down even more, and
and at that point of time when you see a new phone in front of you and you're like, okay, I'll take the reduced this thing, and you just take the reduced amount for your older phone because you're so like excited to see a new phone that
Yeah.
you don't want to give it back and order it again. So that is always an issue you will.
yeah,
Yes.
the other thing I was thinking while we were on this, I bought this laptop for 1.5 lakh, and if I go right now to the Apple store and ask for an exchange value for this, he's not gonna quote more than 30,000, and I'm sure of that. That's how bad the exchange market is right now in India. I mean, if I were to sell this on eBay, I could easily ask for the same price, and I would have at least two to three sellers ready to buy it. So that's the difference between the second-hand market in India and the US. I mean, you can see channels like Luke Miani who have made their entire channel about buying old
Apple
MacBooks,
ecosystems
old,
and making them in a budget because of used products being available.
yeah,
actually.
old. You can get an entire Apple ecosystem at $500 in the US, including a Mac, iPhone, and an Apple Watch, and all of them will be in good working condition. So I don't know. I actually don't know what to say at this point. And yeah, you let us know your thoughts about this in the comments below.
Yeah.
And I don't know, most of the electronics these people buy for, like, they just give a nominal exchange value. And
I
they
think
just
it
dump
also depends product to product. Like PlayStations hold on to their value a lot better than.
Yeah, it also. I mean, laptops, I think they should hold value more, but they don't. I don't know why. Especially Windows laptops.
Same thing with my laptop too, because back when I bought it, the only way you could configure it is buying off of Apple. But now, since every MacBook comes with 16512, I mean
Yeah.
16 GB RAM, obviously the price would depreciate, but still it's holding its value better
Mac-
than.
Apple products in general hold their value more.
But in
But-
this specific case, the Apple Watch did not necessarily.
It depends on the condition for Apple products.
Yeah, but this condition is good, so I don't know.
I mean, it's good for like people like you who don't like care much about stuff.
Yeah, but it, like
But-
actually you can see if you wear a watch and like it obviously will get scratched, but there's no cracks. The speaker is working. Everything is working.
Yeah, but like most people who are gonna buy it, if they're gonna sell it to the second person, they're gonna see, they're like, oh ye scratch hai, then mere ko nahi chahiye, and all they start. I mean, you can't expect a second hand product to be flawless. There if the product has been used, there are going to be some
Signs of
damages.
indication. Yeah.
So, I mean, people should just be fine with
I
small
think
scratches
brands should
here and
stop
there.
trying to trick people and maybe
Oh yeah,
people should.
one of the reasons why this one doesn't get that much value is because apparently you can't replace the screen of an Apple Watch.
No, you can. My
No,
friend
that
is
no from Apple officially.
from Apple. Yeah, you can't replace the screen.
Yeah, so
They
basically,
just give you a new Apple Watch.
yeah, so basically because of that, if there are any scratches or things like that, the price drops down, is what he told me. Thanks for watching the clip till the end. If you want to watch more clips from the main podcast, then don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to listen to the entire episode, then you can go check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts, whichever app you use. The link will be in the description below. And YouTube thinks this video right here will be the best one for you to watch next. So click here and I'll meet you there.